rise and make your way to child's pose. And we will begin class. Thanks, friends. And taking the knees wide, the big toes to touch. Just crawl your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide and rest your forehead to the ground, or if it's more comfortable, rest your forehead on a block. And seal your lips, breathe in and out of your nose. And thinking of our crown chakra, want to pull the breath in, really thinking from that ether space above the head, floating in the universe. Pull your oxygen in through the crown of your head into your body. Let it swirl around and fill you up on a cellular level. When you exhale, think of like a fountain spouting that breath back out through the crown of your head. Just a few rounds of breath like this. Try to keep your attention, your focus, your thoughts on the breath. And taking time to fill up completely. And every exhale, just letting your hips sink a little deeper onto your heels. If the mind wanders, that's fine. Just when you're aware, pull your thoughts back to your breath. And just one more cycle here in Vinyasa, in and out. And reach your fingertips as far as you can on your mat, staying in child's pose. Spread your fingers wide, grip those fingers down, press your palms down. Inhale, rise up to tabletop pose. Come up to all fours, drawing your knees in, and the palms are spread wide. Really root down the thumbs and index fingers and all that flesh in between. And on your inhale breath, peel your heart forward. Reach up and back through the sits bones and forward through the crown, keeping the neck long. When you take your exhale breath, arch your spine towards the sky. Press down through your palms, your shins. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, peeling the heart forward, squeezing the shoulder blades softly together and down your back. And exhaling to round, just getting this nice fluid undulation through your spine. One more time, inhale, peel your heart forward. Exhale, pressing the earth away, reach between the shoulder blades, spine to the sky. And inhale, come back to tabletop, nice long spine. Root down in your left palm, reach your right arm to the sky. Just reach up nice and tall here, breathe in. And then exhale, thread your needle, right ear or temple and shoulder to the ground. And maybe you take that left hand to your low back if you'd like. Just rest here comfortably. Try to soften your shoulder from your ear. Just feeling this change in perspective. And bringing your left palm back by your shoulder, press down into your hand. And sweep your right palm back and out to tabletop pose. And then resituate your hand right under your shoulder. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. Exhale to thread your needle, slide it underneath you and out to the side, and lower to your left shoulder in either your left ear or temple. And maybe you take your right hand to your low back. Shoulders not shrugging into the ears, finding some length, some space. Maybe coming back to that crown breath. And when you're ready, bring your right palm back by your shoulder. Sweep your left palm back. Plant your palm under your left shoulder. Nice. Now, you've got your hips stacked right above your knees. Keep your hips here. Walk your palms forward to the top edge of your mat. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. And melting heart, puppy pose. Start to drip your heart down towards the earth, keeping your sit bones nice and high to the sky. And you can rest either your heart if it reaches, or maybe chin, or even forehead, just whatever's comfortable. Noticing if there's tension or pressure on your neck, adjusting as needed. Nice openness to the core here, stretching the abdominals, opening the heart, getting into the shoulders a little bit as we stretch and reach. And pressing your palms into the mat, gripping your fingertips down on your inhale, press up and walk your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hips up and back to the sky. Take a moment to pedal the heels, the knees. Notice if you're shrugging the shoulders here into the ears, really actively press through your grounded, spread wide hands. Soften your neck. And take a big breath in, lift your heels towards the sky. And sigh that breath out, try to melt your heels towards the mat. Nice. Now go ahead and lift your heels up. Rise onto the balls of your feet. Keep your shoulders squared right here. And then lift, not lift, but rather rotate your heels to the right, sending your hips to the right, but keeping your shoulders squared. And if there's not much space happening in the ribs, make sure you're lifting your hips a little bit higher, really pressing through the grounded hands. And avoid letting your ribs splay out. You want to squeeze the ribs in. On your inhale, come back through center, heels to sky. Now on your exhale, pivot your heels to the left, keeping your feet, your toes right where they are. Just stretching your hips out to the left now. Keep your shoulders squared off. Press through the ground, hips high, and pull your rib cage in. Inhale through center, heels to the sky. And exhale, melt your heels back towards your mat. Nice, soften your knees, look forward, breathe in. And tiptoe forward, breathe out to your ragdoll pose. Just fold in half. You can have knees generously bent or find straighter legs. Take any bind. And if you often take the same bind, maybe just switch out the grip so it's a little bit different, that less dominant wrap. Make sure the crown of your head can hang heavy towards the ground here as you look back past your ankles. And distributing the weight side to side. And take a breath in. On your exhale, release your palms to the earth. And you can walk your big toes into touch if you'd like. Heels are still a little bit wide out to the sides, or stay hips width distance apart with your feet. Rounded spine, inhale, slowly stack one vertebra, one chakra as you rise to standing with your arms by your side. And when you get nice and tall, just imagine all your chakras from the ground up, uniting and igniting. Take a breath in, roll your shoulders to your ears. Take a breath out, roll your shoulders down your back. Nice. On your inhale, circle sweep your arms to the sky, Tadasana. And on your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Option to close your eyes, set your intention for class. And maybe it's just to be aware of your thoughts or be present in the moment. Take a deep breath in to seal in. An open mouth, sigh it out to share it out. Nice. Release your palms by your side. Gently blink open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Root down in your left foot. Maybe flare those toes wide, seal them down. Inhale, one leg mountain. Right knee reaches up in line with your hip, arms to sky. And as you exhale, an open little twist right here. Twisting to the right with the arms. We want the hips both staying forward. Stand tall on the left leg. And then go ahead and bring your left palm to your outer right thigh, your right palm to your sacrum, the bony plate of the low back, with the fingers facing down. And I want you to use a little bit of strength here, but opposing forces. So bringing your left palm, pressing into your thigh, but then taking your outer thigh, pressing it back in your arm. So you're not actually shifting the knee. The knee is still forward in line with your hip, but you've lit up your core, your arms, and then use this strength to twist your shoulders a little bit deeper, maybe looking past your right shoulder. And stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. And inhale, slowly unwind, arms to sky, one leg mountain. And exhale, low lunge, sweep your right foot back. Try to touch the toes and the palms at about the same time. Nice. Now walk your palms to the inside under your shoulders, taking your left foot to the outer left side of your mat. Runner's lunge, back knee to the ground. And untuck the back toes if that's comfortable. You can stay here or go ahead and lower to your forearms. And if you have blocks, you can always lower onto your blocks right here. Just get a nice stretch in the hip flexor and groin. Then you have the option to roll your left toes open towards the left side, so your big toes up towards the sky as your pinky toe stays grounded. Knee opens up a little bit. Any little gentle organic movement is welcome. And really press your forearms down. Start feeling that in your body, either onto the blocks or the ground, if you're on the forearms, that is, of course. Make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. Nice. And now go ahead and if your toes are lifted, plant your toes so your toes face forward, square off your knee over your ankle, driving forward. Tuck your right toe, stay on your forearms or on your blocks, lift your right knee up. So you're in this nice forearm lizard lunge. Hug your left knee into your shoulder, energetically just light up and scissor your inner thighs, high on your right heel. Stay here for a breath in through the nose. And stay here for that breath out. Now line up your forearms on the ground if that's possible, so you can press down, spread the hands wide, step your left foot back to a forearm plank. Nice, nice long line of energy. Draw your tailbone to your heels. Pull your core, your belly, your navel up towards the spine. Reach long through the crown of your head. Now energetically draw your elbows back to your toes and your toes forward to your elbows to just light up the midline. Just breathe. And let's tap our knees one at a time. Right knee taps, left knee taps, right and left, right and left. For 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Nice. Press it up to a plank. Plant right palm and left palm under your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Downward facing dog. Breath out. Stay here for a breath in. And a nice cleansing exhale. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. And exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Maybe your big toes touch. Find a halfway lift right here, a nice long spine, little micro bend of the knee. Shift the weight to the toes, slightly tuck your chin. Take a breath in. And exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to your heart, soften your shoulders. Root down into your right foot, spread the right toes nice and wide. Inhale, one leg mountain, left knee lifts, hands to the sky. Now on your exhale, open twist to the left. And again, the hips stay forward. We want to twist from the upper body, mostly in the shoulders. Maybe light up and squeeze your glutes, scissor your inner thighs right here. And then go ahead and place your palms on your body. Right palm to the outer thigh, left hand to your sacrum. And then again, press your palm into your thigh back into your palm. Feel that light up your leg, core tight, navel to spine. And then start to use this to gear your twist into action a little bit deeper. Maybe looking back past your left shoulder. And stand tall in the right leg. Stay breath in, get a little taller, a little more space. And stay breath out to twist just a little bit more. Nice. Inhale, unwind, one leg mountain. Try to keep your sweet balance, hands to the sky. And exhale, low lunge. Gently fly the leg back, land your hands. Nice. Now bring your right foot to the outer edge of your mat, palms under your shoulders, back knee down, runner's lunge. And see if you can take that to your forearms or bring your forearms onto your blocks. And then, of course, add on. Maybe you take the right knee out to the side, exposing the sole of your foot. And make sure you're not collapsing into the shoulders here. Elbows are lined up under your shoulders. Press down to rise up. And just reach through the crown and breathe. Little movement is welcome here, shimmying side to side. Maybe you flex your right toes a little bit. Deep breaths. Nice. Now go ahead and plant the right sole of your foot. For a lizard lunge, tuck your left toes, lift the knee. And make sure you're hugging in your right knee, but you want it tracking forward, the knee tracking forward over those sweet, sweet toes. And just hold here. Active in the shoulders as you press down, scissoring your inner thighs. Feel that squeeze and light up. Pull the core in. Try to reach long through the crown. Heel high on the toes. Stay breath in. Stay breath out. Root down into your forearms. Step your right foot back to a forearm plank. Nice. Set that up. Press into your fingertips. Heels high. And then squeeze to the midline, friends. Let's tap out our knees. One at a time. Tap it down. Reach to the crown of your head. Actively press through your forearms for 4, 3, 2, hold on, 1, hold it here. And walk your left palm up, your right palm up to a high plank. Palms are spread wide under your shoulders. And then either Vinyasa Flow or down dog. Option to shift forward on the breath in. Hug your elbows in, lower partway down. Inhale to peel your heart forward. Shoulders are not shrugging in the ears. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Nice, moving on. Shift the weight to your left foot and reach your right arm to the right foot to the sky. Rather, not the arm, the leg. Level your hips, level your shoulders. Reach your toes a little higher. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, scorpion dog, heel to glute, knee to sky. Just try to peel open through the hips. Taking your right toes to the left side, but avoid sacrificing the shoulders. Keep your shoulders squared off right here. Nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze forward. Press through your palms. Shoulders over the palms here. Heel is high on the back. And step your foot to low lunge between your palms. Back knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana. Or crescent moon, low lunge, hands to the sky. When we set this up, we want to scissor the inner thighs. So taking the left knee towards the right heel and vice versa, feeling the squeeze right there. Nice. And from here, go ahead and grab your left wrist or forearm with your right hand. And root down as you keep squeezing the inner thighs. Root down in that left knee. Fire up the glute, the hammy. Reach up a little taller through the arms and the torso. Breathe in. And exhale over to the right side. Body stretch. Nice. And try to keep the heart up and open here. Inhale through center. Tuck your back toes. And come all the way up. One swift move. Standing crescent lunge. And breathe right here. Let it flow. Let it feel good. Still scissoring those inner thighs, long in the spine, soft in the shoulders, thumbs hitchhiking out just a little bit. Take a deep inhale, an open twist to the right, exhale. Just twist it open, and it's up to you if you want your hands apart or on your body. We're just holding our twist with the hips forward, the twist in the shoulders, option to look back past your right shoulder or palm, depending on if you're flying. Take a breath in. Can you get taller as you scissor the inner thighs? And twist just one more bit deeper with that exhale. Nice. Inhale, unwind through center. Reach for the sky. And exhale, warrior 2, pivot, open. Back heel to the ground. Right knee over the ankle. Tracking forward over your second toe. Really
think of pressing the left little toe into the ground, just welding it, letting it melt, become one with the mat, the ground, right there. And opening the inner thighs as well as opening your shoulders, and then softening as you deepen. And go ahead and look over your front fingertips. Flip your front palm to the sky. Take a breath in and reverse your triangle. Straighten your front leg, reach up and over to the left. Send your hips slightly forward. Try to keep nice long legs, but really root down, rise up. Option to soften where you need. Maybe that's your shoulders. Maybe that's the knees just a little bit. Reaching, reaching, nice and long. Take a breath in. And exhale, full triangle trikonasana. Reach forward best you can. And then tick-tock those hands. And now you can always softly bend the right knee. Maybe you land your right palm on your shin. Maybe you land your right palm on the top of your foot. Maybe it comes off to a block or the ground off to the right side. Let this lengthen your side body. Keep your hips, tailbone drawing towards the left heel. Option to look up at your hand or down at your foot or somewhere in between. Really stretching that left backside hip. Now, well down in your left little toe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Rebend your knee, sweep your arms up and open to stretch the right side body. Commit to the lunge, knee still tracking forward over that second toe. And look anywhere that's comfortable in your neck as you just reach up and back. Heart stays open. Last breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your palms to the ground, framing your sweet foot. Nice. Now left palm is your base. Press down into that hand. Inhale, grounded twist, right arm to the sky. Scissor those thighs. Pivot your left heel and little toe to the mat. Step your right foot back, side plank. You can stagger your feet or stack your feet. You can even just keep the right foot grounded, whatever you need. Reaching up through the hips, engaging the left underside body. Squeeze your ribs into center. Take a breath in. Exhale, plant your palm, Vinyasa Flow or down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And that's what we have on the other side now. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Square your shoulders and your hips. Exhale, scorpion dog. Bend your heel towards your glute. Lift your knee. Open and expose the groins. Level your shoulders, very important. Press through both palms equally as you start reaching your left toes towards the right side of your mat a little bit. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to your nose. Squeeze and round forward. Pull the core up towards the spine and step your foot through low lunge. And back knee comes to the ground. Slowly inhale, Anjaneyasana. Reach it up, get tall. Now your right knee's tracking towards the left heel towards the right knee to scissor right in the middle for that strength and stability. Go ahead and grab your right forearm or wrist with your left hand, rooting down in that right hip, that right knee. Take an inhale to get tall in the right, and then exhale over to the left. Side body stretch, keep your heart open, avoid collapsing here, keep length in both sides. Nice, inhale through center, tuck your toes, crescent lunge, rise up. One big movement. Nice. Just level everything off. Back heel high. The hips, her hammy's a little tight. The knee might be more bent on the right side, that's fine. Just press down into your left heel to feel your hamstring light up on the left side. Take a breath in, can you reach a little taller? And then exhale, open twist to your left. And try to bring the spine back into alignment from tail to base of your skull. And breathe in for more length and space in between the vertebrae as you keep it stacked. And when you breathe out, just twisting a little bit more. Maybe looking past your left shoulder. Hands can always come to your body, whatever you need. And keep your thoughts present in each shape today. Last breath in for that length, that space. Last breath out to twist. Inhale through center, crescent lunge, reach for the sky. Exhale, warrior two, back heel pivots down, set and line it up. And settle in. Always pressing the back little toe down. That's really where this foundation base for this posture and the next standing ones come from. Feeling the openness, shoulders and hips, whole front abdomen, soften and deepen. Flip your left palm to the sky. And inhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten your front leg, sweep up and over. Hips go forward here. Staying in the same track, the same plane. Try to keep both side bodies long. Take a breath in. And exhale, full triangle, Trikonasana. Reach forward and then send the hips back and tick-tock those arms. Try to stack the shoulders here, pulling the right shoulder up and back a little bit. And maybe your left palm's on your shin, on top of your foot, or on a block or the ground just to the pinky toe side of your left foot. Tailbone reaching for the right heel. Weld your right little toe into the ground. And then just find your drishti, your focal point, to guide you, to focus your attention on, and come back to your breath. Bend your left knee as much as you might need here for space. Root down in your right pinky toe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Big movement, but weld it down with the safety, the security of that little toe can really start to ignite. Reach into it as you reach for the right back wall. Last breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your palms to frame your foot. Now your right hand is base. Press into the thumb and index finger flesh. Inhale, grounded twist. Left arm to the sky. Stay high on your right heel here and scissor the inner thighs. Nice. Now pivot your right heel or your heel to the right and side plank. Set it up however you need. If your legs are stacked, flex your toes. Pull your top hip forward just a little bit to really line them up. Press through your palm, your grounded knife edge of your right foot. Reach for the sky. Hold for 4, 3, high plank in 2, and 1. Palm down, high plank, vinyasa or down dog, whatever you need. Hug your elbows in. Inhale to peel your heart forward. Exhale, hips to the sky. Take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. Nice, let's flow that, friends. Inhale your right leg up and back, scorpion dog. Exhale, knee to your nose. And step down, low lunge. Back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And this time for the flow, exhale your right arm down, side body stretch, left arm reaches up and over. Inhale through center, back toes tuck, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, open twist to your right. All the way to warrior two. Inhale, unwind. Stay, exhale, deepen just a little bit. Flip your right palm to the sky. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, full triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Right palm up, grounded twist, breathe. And exhale, side plank, step it back, hips to sky. Breathe in as you reach the hips up. Breathe out, plant your right palm, chaturanga. Inhale to soften and open the heart. Exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, left leg up and back, scorpion, broad level shoulders. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Back knee down, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, left arm down, side body stretch on the right. Tuck your back toes, inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open twist to the left, stack your spine. Inhale, unwind, warrior two all the way. Exhale, deepen in, flip your front palm up. Inhale, reverse your triangle, hips forward. Exhale, hips back, full triangle. Bend your front knee, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in as you reach your left arm up, your hips up. Breathe out as you stack your legs, side plank. Breath in to lift the hips. Breath out, plant your left palm, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. We've got one more time adding on to our flow. Inhale your right leg up and back to scorpion dog. Pause. Level your shoulders. Look over your left shoulder. Press into your left palm. Wild thing option. Take your right foot all the way to the ground. Lift your hips and heart up. Reaching for the sky with your hips and heart. Right palm reaching for the back wall. Really rooted in your left foot, your left palm. Press into the thumb and index finger. Now reach your right arm for the sky, almost like you're stacking your shoulders. Press into the left knife edge of your foot like a side plank. Try to bring your right knee up, hovered, in a side plank now, squeezing the core, lifting the hips. Nice, Kirsten, you got it. Awesome, Jacob. Grab your ankle if accessible, step it through, low lunge. Nice. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana, rise. Full breath in, soften your shoulders. And exhale, right arm down, reach up and over, side stretch. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, crescent lunge, open. And exhale, open twist. Here's a change. Inhale, crescent lunge. And as you exhale, just let your right hand come down, touching your back left thigh. Try to level your shoulders off, scissor your inner thighs. And then inhale, a little back bend here, an exalted warrior variation, lifting the heart, but the shoulders are square to the front. Use the core to protect the low back and reach. Chin maybe pulling into chest to stay long, or maybe slightly reaching for the sky. Nice. On your inhale, come back up, crescent lunge. On your exhale, warrior two, open. Front palm reaches for the sky. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, full triangle pose. Well down in your little toe on the back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Left palm is base. Inhale, grounded twist, right arm to sky. Exhale, side plank, step back. Here's a little change for us, some fun. We're gonna plant our right palm to plank and then take it down to your right forearm so you're staying on your left palm. Now just open up your heels to the right to forearm side plank here. Left arm to the sky. Lift your hips. You got it. Breathe in. As you exhale, left palm plants, full side plank, left arm, palm down, right arm to the sky. Now we've got one more time, right forearm plank. Try to get your elbow down in line with your left fingertip so it's under your shoulder. Then reach your left arm to the sky. And then exhale, plant your left palm, open up right arm to sky, full side plank. Level your hips, your shoulders, reach your side body up towards the sky. Breathe in. And as you exhale, full plank, palms under your shoulders. Now walk your feet in here to touch. We're gonna take the heels over to the right, but keep your shoulders broad just like they are. So you're kind of opening up into a side plank, stacking the heels, but keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrists, broad square to the front. Now squeeze the ribs in, lift the hips a little higher. Make that space for yourself. Stay breath in, stay breath out. Return on an inhale to plank pose. And we'll do the other side. As you exhale, take your heels over. Keep squaring your shoulders off to the front of your mat. Press through the thumb and index finger flesh. Hug your ribs in, lift your hips a little higher. Flex your toes, activate your legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale to plank. And shift slightly forward, lower down, Vinyasa, or meet us in down dog. Inhale, peel your heart forward. And exhale, hips to sky. One more time, other side. Inhale your left leg, scorpion, up and back. And pause here. Square your shoulders. Look over your right shoulder. See your toes. Wild thing is an option. Press into your right hand. Lift your hips up. Reach your left arm up and over to the top of your mat. Feel it in your body. Be present. And then really pressing into the right little toe. Bring your left arm straight up to the sky. And start to lift onto your left toes, and then activate your core. Lift your left knee up so you're in a side plank variation. And take your left palm, grab your left shin, low lunge, step through. Nice. Back knee to the ground, Anjaneyasana, arms to sky. Big breath in. Exhale, left arm down, side body stretch. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up, tucked back toes. Exhale, open twist to your left. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up. And when you exhale, take the left palm to your right thigh. Just rest it on the back. And then start to scissor the thighs. Lift your heart, reach up and back, bending into your right knee as much as you need. Core tight, navel to spine. Maybe slightly lift the chin. Can you soften your shoulders, squeeze them and hug them together and down? Inhale, crescent lunge. Come up to that long spine. Stack your chakras. And exhale, warrior two, spin it open. Flip your front palm to the sky. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, full triangle. Inhale, reverse your warrior, flow through. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist with your left arm up. And side plank, exhale, step it back. Got the same goodness for you. Lift and stack your hips, your shoulders, breathe in. As you exhale, left forearm to the ground for a forearm plank. Just passing through here, step the heels over, reach your right arm to the sky. Nice, core tight. Breathe in. Exhale, right arm down, side plank, palm to the mat, left arm to the sky. Stay breath in. Exhale, left forearm down, roll, pivot over, hips to the left, heels to the left, reach your right arm up, you're in your forearm plank again. Breathe in. Nice. Exhale, right palm down, open up, side plank, palm is in the ground, left arm to the sky. Last breath in. Exhale, plank pose, both palms under your shoulders, heels glued together. One more round of our side plank. Start with your heels to the left this time. Pivot the heels to the left. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Press through the ground. Activate your core and your legs. Knit your ribs in instead of letting them flare open. Nice. You're in a side plank and a plank. Inhale through center, heels to sky. Reset this strong plank. And exhale, pivot your heels to the right. Keep your shoulders broad, squared off to the front. Stack your feet best you can. Lift your hips. Scissor in your ribs. Inhale, plank pose. And chaturanga when you're ready, or skip it, take it to down dog right away if you'd like. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whoo, take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. One more time, deep inhale. And deep exhale, breath. And we snuck a lot of core in there, so we're moving right on to our standing pose because we technically did our core work today. Shift your weight onto your left foot, sweep your right leg up and back, scorpion dog. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. This time rising right away up to crescent lunge, come to standing. Whoo. Yeah, a lot of shoulder work. So let's take our hands behind our back in a bind. Roll your shoulders down your back. Let's start to soften and give a little TLC there. Press your palms together, but keep the elbows slightly soft. Inhale to lift your heart. And exhale, it's a humble warrior variation on crescent lunge. Back heel high, just folding forward. Avoid shrugging your shoulders into the ears here. So actively squeezing up and away. Try to bring your palms overhead, at least elevating them a little off the back. And scissoring those inner thighs. Really press the front heel down, the back left ball of your foot into the ground. And try to draw your chin into your chest so the crown of your head can be hanging towards the earth. Draw your navel in towards your spine and towards center. And come to your breath. Be present in the moment. Press down in your right foot greatly. Inhale, slowly come back up, crescent lunge. Reaching your arms back up to the sky. Soften in, steady your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. Now option here if you can, if it's accessible, bring your hands to heart, prayer hands, Anjali Mudra. Stay twisted open as your hips both reach forward together. Twisting at the shoulders, core and tight, trying to stack your spine in one nice smooth motion. Nice. Now slowly hinging forward to revolved crescent lunge. Left elbow to the outer right thigh. See if you can rest it there. Get long and high in the back leg, back heel. Press your right palm into the left. Let that propel and twist you open in the shoulders. Twisting sternum to thumbs. Breathing in length. Breathing out to just gear up that twist. Last breath in. Last breath out. Now look down at your front foot, friends, your right foot. Step your left foot forward into chair pose. Big toes to touch. Little sliver of space between the heels. So twisted chair, prayer twist. And bring both knees together. Send the sitting bones down as you keep twisting open. Now you can stay or we get to add on funky side crow. So if you want to go to funky side crow, you can start to lower your sitting bones on top of your heels, lifting your heels as you lower down. And then releasing your hands off to your right side. So for side crow, we would plant our palms under our shoulders, chaturanga arms, elbows hug back. But there's all this funky craze out there, and funky is on a half forearm. So if you're doing funky, try to get your left arm as low as you can down on the thigh, and stay on the left palm. We're gonna take the right forearm into the mat so that your elbow plants under your shoulder and lines up with the top of your your fingertips on the left. Then press rooted down. Start to look over to the side, the front of you, and shimmy over, pressing into the thumb and index finger flesh. Squeeze and hug the legs together. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, slowly plant your feet. Press up to your palms. Take a minute. Find yourself in a forward fold. Nice, everybody. And take your feet hips width distance apart, gorilla pose. Lift your feet up, slide your palms face up right underneath those feet. Really great for the wrists here. You can squeeze the balls of the feet or the toes into the wrist creases, little massage. And just let your head hang, your spine get long. The backs of the legs get a stretch. Come into some deep breaths. And slowly release your palms from your feet. You can walk the big toes into touch if you'd like, heels out. Inhale, find a flat back, halfway lift. And exhale, high to low plank chaturanga, or skip it, go to down dog. Inhale, up dog, open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Last time, other side. Inhale, left leg up and back for scorpion dog. Level your shoulders. Exhale, knee to your nose. Squeeze and hug it in. Low lunge, step between your palms. Crescent lunge, slow and steady. Rise up. Check your balance. Pull and align the spine. Chin is parallel to the ground. Take a breath in. Then exhale, find that bind behind your low back. Shoulders squeeze and hug together and down. And take a moment and a breath in to drive your fists down and lift and open your heart. Scissor your thighs. Exhale, humble warrior variation. Fold over your left thigh. And keep hugging your right hip to the left. Your left hip drawing back in its socket. Squeeze your shoulders together and away from your ears. Slowly giving in to gravity with the crown of your head, reaching your fists up and away. Maybe overhead, maybe reaching towards the top of your mat. High on the back toes, mind your balance, chin towards chest, navel towards spine. Press into your left foot. Inhale, slowly ascend back up to standing. Arms reach overhead. And exhale, open twist to your left. Nice option for Anjali Mudra. Hands at heart center, thumbs to sternum. Nice, tall, twisted. Then as you inhale, slowly hinge and find yourself in your revolved crescent lunge. Right elbow to outer left thigh. High on the back heel, scissor the thighs. Left palm pressing into the right. Twist open. Maybe look past your left shoulder. Pull your belly in, get long in your spine. One more breath in for length. One more breath out to twist, open. Look down at your left front foot. Step forward, chair twist, prayer twist. Revolved chair, whatever you want to call it. Draw your knees together so they're lined up. Send your sitting bones down and back. Squeeze your butt. Now you can stay here or lower your hips on top of your heels. Heels lift up as you lower down. Palms to the mat under your shoulders to start. Square off your shoulders. Always think of hugging elbows in chaturanga arms, yeah? Right palm stays grounded under your shoulders. Spread that finger wide. You're going to press into the thumb and index finger here. Left forearm lowers down. Elbow plants in line with the right fingertips. Lift your sitting bones up enough so you can lift up on top of the shelf of your right arm. Keep your gaze forward and to the right. And start to keep those legs energized together, really pressing into the flesh of the right thumb and index finger. Squeeze and lift the legs. Hold for a couple breaths. So strong, friends. Nice work. And when you're ready, gently plant the feet. Take a moment and forward fold. Nice. So you can find gorilla round 2 if you'd like. I love this option because it's great on my wrist personally. Or you can take peace fingers to big toes. Couple breaths. Draw your navel in to create space off of your thighs, and then just soften and release into your body. Getting into gravity a little bit. Looking back past your shins, crown heavy. Releasing your feet from your hands. Find a halfway lift. Nice long spine, flat back. And exhale, last chaturanga of class. Take it or leave it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take about 3 full rounds of breath here. All that work. All that strength you've built, all that strength, your base you already had in you. Just building little bits, more and more every single time you come to your mat. Now, find some stillness, and then gently make your way to the top of your mat. You can cross your ankles and fly forward to a seat, whatever it takes. Come to a sit bone at the top of your mat. And we're gonna lower down for a couple rounds of bridge and wheel. And if wheel is something that is still kind of a new developing concept for you, blocks are really good for wheel, or you could skip it all together. So let's just lower all the way down for a couple rounds of bridge first. You wanna plant your feet hips a distance apart, walk your shoulders down your back, hands press into the mat, and really press the forearms down. And keep your feet here. Maybe you walk the heels in right under the knees, or as close as you can get to the hips, the hip bones. And when you're ready, as you inhale, just lift straight up towards the sky. You might need to re-walk your Shoulders down your back a little bit here. Maybe you interlace your fingers, taking a bind. Just press the arms down to lift the heart up. Maintaining the natural curvature of your neck, back of head, heavy in the ground. And notice if your knees might feel like they're splaying in or out. Really press through the four corners of your feet. Press into your little toes, press into the big toes. Activate your legs, lift your hips just a little higher. And take another breath in. Stay up high, breath out. And last inhale for this round. And exhale, releasing any binds, releasing your up back, mid back, low back to the mat. Walk your feet wide, let your knees fall in on one another. Maybe bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your stomach. Soften your eyes. Feel your breath. Hear your breath. Round two, second round of bridge. We have 3 rounds, so wheel is next. In this round two, if you just want to take it chill and put a block underneath you for supported bridge, you're welcome. Otherwise, press your forearms down, feet or hips a distance apart, lift your hips straight up to the sky. Readjust your shoulders, maybe taking a bind or not. You can always support underneath your hips with your hands, trying to keep your elbows in at shoulder width apart, hips width distance apart. Maybe if you choose that variation, you can lift your heels a little bit, but keep the natural curvature of your neck. Your gaze stays at the sky. Avoid looking around here. And draw your heels towards the back of your knees and your tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Take a breath in, space in your neck. Stay breath out. One more inhale. Releasing on your exhale, up back, mid back, low back. Feet come wide, knees can knock in on one another. Maybe your arms go wide this time, or cactus arms, or place one hand on heart, one hand on stomach. And we have our third and final round of bridge. So you can take bridge, you can take supported bridge, or maybe wheel. Now wheel, you can always plant your palms on blocks right up on a wall, so right on the wall crease, to support you, especially if it's your first wheel attempt. Otherwise, walk your feet and hips a distance apart. Take any variation you'd like. And for wheel pose, plant your palms next to your ears with the fingertips facing down at your shoulders towards your feet. And then first, you want to keep your feet hips width. Press into your palms, rise up to the crown of your head. And just get yourself adjusted as needed. Then eventually pressing up onto your palms. Keeping your gaze towards the middle of your hands. Maybe lifting your heels, lifting up through your heart, taking any variations you might want. Just really breathing into some space here. Stay for one more breath in. And then slowly, carefully exhale the way you entered. Crown of head, back of shoulders, up back, mid back, low back. Take your feet wide, let your knees come in on one another. And place your palms wherever feels right. Walk your shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in and out. One more full inhale. And let that breath go. Bringing your feet back to hips width distance apart. Right ankle over left thigh, supine figure 4. And go ahead and draw your left knee in and up towards your chest. Take your right knee forward towards the front of your mat. Thread your palms through to your shin if that's accessible, otherwise to your calf. And flex your toes towards your knees. And just breathe. Shoulders melting into the ground. Just getting a nice right outer hip stretch. Checking in with your thoughts. Softening your thoughts as you would soften the muscles in your face. Just taking the edges off. And one more round of breath. switching sides when you're ready. Left ankle over right thigh. Right knee drawing in towards your chest. And capture your arms through to your shin or to your thigh. And flex your toes. Draw your left knee forward towards the top of your mat. And any little movement here, just squeeze and hug it all in. Find softness where you need to send breath. Or send the breath rather to where you want the softness. You need the softness. One more round of breath. And now happy baby pose as you unwind. Draw your knees towards your ribs. Capture your feet. Just find some stillness here. Feet down to the sky. Squared off shoulders and hips. Soften the belly. Soften the midline of your body. And a supine twist variation, keeping your right foot here. Let your left leg go long on the mat and capture both hands to your right sole of foot. And slowly bring that knee in towards your armpit. Pull it in. Take a breath in. Then as you exhale, glide your foot and your knee over to the left side of your mat, either planting your foot or stacking the knee and the shin on the ground. To your right palm over to the side. And the left hand can maybe stay on your right knee or outer thigh. Or you can tee your left palm all the way out to the side as well. Let your right shoulder soften into the earth and look up or to your right. And active in your left leg, stay anchored in the low half of your body and active. And let the twist once again happen in your shoulders. Keep your core tight here to protect your back, your spine. On your inhale, gently unwind. Bring your knees back up to your ribs. Capture your feet. One more time in that happy baby variation. Reset. Squared shoulders and hips, flexed toes. And then release your right foot to the ground. Capture your left foot with both hands. Draw your knee down into your armpit or the ribs. Breath in. And then exhale, stacking your hips and knee to the right side of your mat. Supine twist. Left arm opens up to the left side. Active in your legs. Twisting from the shoulders. Core tight. All the things. And soften in your face. Let your left shoulder nestle into the ground. And with your next inhale, unwind through center, knees into your chest. So you can take them wide and gently rock side to side, maybe capturing your shins. Just a little gentle caress for the low back, smooth out the sacrum. And then to seal off, let's bring everything into a tight ball. Maybe you lift and bow your head, neck, and shoulders up towards your shins. Flex your feet, just give yourself a tight squeeze. Hang out here for a moment. Come into your thoughts, the thoughts you had for class, your intention. Take one last breath in, squeezing and wringing, hugging in a little more love for yourself. And when you're ready, Shavasana is waiting for you. Back of head gently to the ground, legs long in front of you, take the heels slightly wide. Shoulders walking one last time down your back. Take a full filling breath in all the way to your belly and then just sighing that breath out as you settle in for your Shavasana.
You're home, so you're welcome to remain as long as you'd like, taking all the time you need, all the time you want, whatever feels just right. If you are ready to move on and out of your Shavasana, and start to deepen your breath just a little bit. Maybe roll out your wrists and your ankles, wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe taking a nice big good morning stretch with your arms overhead and your legs long in front of you. And then roll off to your right side when you're ready. Gently supporting yourself up, eyes heavy, to a comfortable seat. And then rest your hands on your thighs. You can gently draw your chin towards your chest. And try to sit up tall, the shoulders soft. And let's take one last breath together, a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh that breath all the way out. And I bring my hands together at my heart, Anjali Mudra. Join me if you'd like to. Gratitude for your time, dedication to your practice. Bring my hands up to my third eye space of light and intuition. Namaste.